Welcome, everybody, to Does That Make Sense? This is episode 21. We are coming up on the Christmas holiday. Happy holidays to you, whatever holiday you celebrate. We are excited about 21 episodes. By the time we're done with this year, we will have had 23 episodes. That's our plan. That's what we're doing. I got producer Brandon playing double role today on the ones and twos, as well as producing the whole thing. What's going on, man?
Not too much. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. It's been a minute since I've seen you. You were editing last couple weeks. We got some catching up to do.
That's right. I was knee deep in catfish stuff.
Mm-hmm. And then he also edited some TV shows. He does a lot of catfishing online. And so you were editing some TV shows. We got some stuff happening. You have been pushing for today's guest for a while.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
And we're going to just dive right into it. So here we are. This episode is dropping on December 16th. So we got 9 days till Christmas, and we got an early Christmas present for everybody. She's known by many names. She's known as Miss Angie. She's known as Angie. She's known as Nana. And for 41 years, I have known her as Mom. My mom is our guest today. Hi, Mom.
Robert Andrew.
How are you?
Fine. Nervous.
Nervous. This is very exciting. Brandon has a really unique relationship with my mom, because when she's watching the episodes, she will text Brandon about stuff that's happening on them in real time. So Brandon will get text of things like, "I can't believe you said that about me," without any context. Like, Mom is texting as if you're having that conversation with me right now. Yeah. So we've had Dad on, and you said you wanted to come on with
Twice.
Dad. Yeah. And then we don't have enough mics for that. So it's
That's
just
all right.
you. How are you?
I'm good.
You doing all right?
It's been a while since I've seen you.
It's been a while. Why? I just moved. We just moved into the new house. You've been at the house a bunch.
Yep.
So you're known as Nana to the grandchildren, and of which obviously you have 3 biological ones, and then 1 extra adopted. Rocco is a grandchild as well, the first of them. See, it's funny, as we're doing this, Ellie's texting me and saying that she wants to buy an app. That's what we're doing right now.
What app?
It's casual ball games. It's just a game.
No, you're not allowed to have it.
Did I approve it? Let me see. My face isn't it? Oh wait, it's $2.99. No, I didn't want it. Okay.
You bought it, didn't you?
She usually asks me for free ones. I didn't look. Anyway, so I just $2.99. She just bought an app.
Unless it's on my credit card.
I hope not. No, there was one time. Do you remember when Ethan had your phone? Because Ethan's been doing the app thing for a long time and playing games. Do you remember the one time he was playing like a Disney version of Frogger, and he bought a bunch of skins for like the characters, and you had like a $400 Apple charge? Do you remember that?
No, but I just got one I called you about.
Oh, okay. This is going to be a funny story, Brandon.
Okay.
So, do you want to tell it?
Go ahead.
Tell your version, and then I'll tell the true one.
Well, I got a credit card statement.
No, it wasn't credit card. It was for your debit, right?
Well, I'm talking about the credit card.
What was that one?
It was
the Prodigy thing.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So yeah, tell Brandon the story.
I got a statement in the mail, and I called Andy because he's always the first one I call.
Mm-hmm.
And it was him.
So what had happened was there was like a $200 charge to her credit card
Yearly.
And it was an annual math science app game that we paid for Ethan for like 2 years ago. Right. And you did it as a gift back then. And then it's renews once a year. And
I don't know what I do anymore.
It just happened to be this year. So she goes, "What is this Prodigy thing?" And I was like, we don't use that anymore. Yeah. Right. And we haven't used it in like well over a year. And you got charged for it. And I was like, I could cancel it, but we're going to have it for another 11 months and it just won't charge again next time. And she was like, "Oh, okay." I was thinking of this story of Saturday night.
I'm going to that one next.
Okay. So, you got to really know my parents for this one to make sense, because my dad is the kind of guy that'll go to a restaurant and he'll run into somebody, talk to them for 5 minutes, and then tell the waitress or the server, tell the server, "I would like to pay for their meal," without talking to you. Like, it'll just happen, right?
Yep.
And just he's a very generous guy. Mom's not generous, but she likes to have it planned out a little more. I think that she likes to kind of have time to process it. And so Saturday night, I call my dad and I'm like, hey, can you meet me at Refuge? I want to drop this trailer. I've been moving. There's been a lot of moving and shaking and things going. Stupid me, I lost the keys to the locks. So I'm like, can you bring the bolt cutters? Help me cut this off. I need to drop this trailer. Blah, blah, blah. It's Saturday night. The Buckeyes are playing in the Big Ten championship game, which they lost. Bummer. And I'm getting ready to go to like a B-dubs in Niles, and I'm going to have a couple drinks, eat some wings, watch the game, and then go home. So I tell Dad, I'm like, I need to go back home. I forgot my wallet. I'm going to drop the trailer here. I'm going to take the truck back to my house. I'm going to get my car, and then I'm going to go. And he's like, he said, just leave the truck here and take your mom's car. And I'm like, yeah, but I know I got to go home and I got to, get my car and get my wallet. And he's like, just take your mom's car. And I was like, how are you going to get home? He's like, drop me off, take your mom's car, go get your food, have a good time. And I said, I need my wallet. And he goes, what? And he hands me his debit card. And I'm like, okay, cool. So then I go to the restaurant. You called me 2 days later and you said, what?
There was a debit off of for B-dubs.
A debit off of B-dubs for like $50.
It was more like 70.
Well, I left a good tip.
Well, I don't think it came out yet.
It was for $50. And she calls me and she goes, hey, I have there's this charge for BWW on my debit for 50 some dollars. And I was like, yeah, that was your husband. That was Dad. He told me that I could go to dinner, and I told him that I was going to go get my card, and he's like, just take mine. And she goes, oh, okay, that makes sense. That's a lot of money to spend. And I said, I got one beer, and then I got 20 wings because I was going to be there forever. And then I got an appetizer and I got a dessert. And then the lady was by herself, so I left a really good tip. And she's like, wow, $50, that including that tip, that's a big tip. I said, no, the tip hasn't come out yet. And so it was closer to 70. Thank you for dinner that night, though.
You're welcome.
It was the best thing that happened that night because the Buckeyes lost. So, Did you watch the game?
Yes.
What happens in the Bob and Angie household during a football game? Who's the one that screams and yells more, Dad or you?
Me.
Who's the one that screams?
Me.
What were you thinking during that football game? Let's go through your emotions.
That's it.
She said, that's it. She didn't have any emotions except for she was probably throwing stuff at the TV. How many times did you say, get him, get him, get him?
I usually do that with the Browns.
You scream and yell at the TV?
Yeah.
How many times did you say, I can't believe they did that kind of thing when I never played football. Your grandchildren don't play football. You've never gone to a high school football game probably, right? Except for maybe see like a band that you know somebody in maybe.
Been to a couple.
So you don't know anything about football, but you yell at the TV like you do, right?
Yeah, it took a minute to that 3 and 2. What does that mean, Bob?
Oh yeah, 3rd and 2. You want to learn what it means.
3rd down.
Yeah,
2 yards.
You
to
do
go.
good now. You watch more football than Dad does usually. Like I would come visit on a Sunday or pop in, and he's tinkering in the garage, and you got a game on.
Yeah, we don't watch TV together anymore.
Brandon's been in Dad's garage. He has like a workspace garage, like whole setup, and so he doesn't. He spends a lot of time out there.
Unless it's the Browns.
Then you guys watch it together?
Yeah, we did this past week.
That's good.
What if it's like Royal Rumble or something like that?
Yeah, you're a big wrestling
He's
fan.
not
No.
You don't watch it as much anymore.
He talks about being a squiggle, but he sounds like a square if you ask me.
The squared circle.
I forget
wrestling
what
reference.
I think I'm a box.
You're a box?
I don't remember how it goes.
I don't know either, but Dad was on here a couple weeks ago.
My things are in alphabetical order, so whatever that is on my desk.
Yeah. You're okay. Hold on. Wait. Say that again.
My pencil sharpeners before my stapler.
Because P comes before S in the alphabet.
Yep. And then my tape dispenser
is next.
Yep.
And it's not just because that's the order you want it in for reaching and using. It's because it's alphabetical.
And then my peppermint patties are before my Reese cups.
Because P comes before R. This is how you really set it up?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's what it should be.
Wow.
I think that's obsessive compulsive
Yeah, I don't
disorder.
think that's square, squiggle, circle. I think that's certifiable, I think, maybe.
I got all my pencils in a spot, my pens.
Which comes first
and
between
then you come
pencil
in
and pen?
mess it up.
Yeah, what do I do?
Turn it upside down.
I do. Is that Dad sneezing?
No, that was Nate. I think.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was a dog barking.
If you couldn't hear it on the mic, but somebody sneezed and we didn't know what it was. So I thought it was Dad. Brandon said it was Nate. Mom thought it was a dog. So
We're all wrong.
Apologies to whoever. Yeah, it's like a raccoon. So you, I want to talk about this because where have you always done that? Like when you were in high school or you're like doing your thing, did you always do that or just that progressed over life?
I think it's since I got older.
Do you do it more now than you used to then?
Kids did to me.
You got stressed out the chaos of kids and you need control. So you put your pencils before your pens.
They're behind my pens.
Yeah, it's because they're longer. The word
I
pencil
use
is
pens
longer.
more than pencils.
What
so
color ink?
Black.
This is an important question.
I use all colors now just because, but
Yeah. If you're picking or just writing your own, all of the pens
I
in
don't
your
like
house
blue.
are black.
Mm-hmm.
When the banks, we had to sign
don't take
papers
it.
for banks, you have to sign in blue because the ink is in black. That's what a banker told me. I don't know how true that is. And
I don't like it
then
when
they're
I
like,
do
do you
it."
want this pen? I'm like, no. One time I ordered 500 refuge pens.
Yeah.
And then when I clicked it and started writing, it was blue.
blue.
I immediately got online and ordered 500
See?
more black.
You got that
I
after me.
still have all the blue ones.
No, you gave me all the blue ones. I have like 25 in my backpack.
of them. Yeah, I've just been throwing them at random strangers.
I don't like blue ink.
No, I'm not a huge fan. I have these Sharpie pens now. They're not even like regular pens. They're like the felt Sharpie, like fine tip. So uber organized at work. So for those of you that don't know, Mom has always, I mean, you've had some jobs on the side. We're going to go through a little timeline of Miss Angie.
Okay.
Miss Angie Nana, Mom. But you work at Safe House currently. You handle like accounts, like receivables, payables. You don't do like the money transfer, but you handle all the invoicing. You handle all the charts. So
Yes.
you have the wonderful privilege of seeing every incident report that comes through. Because you have to put them all in the chart. And so I want to talk a little bit, and then you're going to have to expound on this. So feel free. There's no right or wrong answer.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit about, and tell the listeners a little bit about, Dad's been on here a couple times. It's got to be a unique situation to be in a relationship married to a guy like Dad. Talk a little bit about that, because if he gets an idea, it's like there's really nobody holding him back. What's that like for you?
Frustrating.
She's really nailing the explanations.
I'm a one-word person.
How so? What is it that, I mean, and
Well,
that's
not
not,
always.
well, that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's not a negative, because it can be frustrating for someone who has their life so organized or wants their life to be so organized that they're putting things in alphabetical order on their desk.
I like to plan things out.
Well, and so
He
Dad
does
will come
not.
to you with an idea, and then you're like, okay, great. And then literally later that night, he's starting to execute it, right? Like, so what was the first business he had? Do you remember back in the day? Like, what was the first thing that he kind of broke away from, like the typical career path?
Away from his Murphy's.
Yeah, he worked at Murphy's Oil Soap. We've talked about this in the past.
Landscaping, I guess.
And then what was the name of that company? Do you remember? I remember.
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
Custom turf maintenance.
Custom Turf Maintenance. And he made
I know
shirts.
our old phone number.
What is it?
We'll bleep it.
Well, back in the day, area code was 216.
Okay. 216. That's not what it is now? What is it now?
440.
Oh, okay.
That area.
That area. Yeah. That area that we're referring to is Elyria, Ohio. So you guys got married what year?
82.
You were married in 82. I was born, and your life really started
Don't even remember not having
in
children.
1984. I thought you were going to say, don't even remember what year I was born.
You're talking to me.
Don't even remember. She probably remembers how many micro inches the grass grew on the date of my birthday.
I
She's
doubt
the
that.
date champ, isn't she?
She really
I
is.
used to be.
Your little brother's the same way.
He
We'll be
is.
in family events, and we'll be talking
Yell
in the
the
other
other
room,
room.
and he'll yell from the other room, December 6th, 1948. Or like concerts or like music things, like just random facts. He's got all kinds of info.
Yep.
So, married in 82. I was born in 84. Courtney was born in 87. Dad's first business was Custom Turf Maintenance, which did you think at that point, like, all right, he works a full-time job. He comes home in the evenings. Like, this is my life. Like, this is what we're doing. And then tell about the transition from that to becoming a pastor? Talk about that for a minute.
Well, we were at church, I think, and the overseer came up and asked him if he wanted to go preach at a church.
Right. Was it just to preach for like as a guest, like just to take a Sunday, or did he come straight up to him and be like, hey, do you want to take this job as a pastor of this church?
Couple weeks. And then he said, it's available.
Because at this point, Dad was doing the lay minister, which if you're not in the church world, lay minister is like a non-paid volunteer kind of staff member pastor role.
Wore lots of hats.
So he was doing that. He for the T for C, Teens for Christ thing. I think that we've talked about that a little bit on here, but he ran a youth program called T for C.
He was the worship leader.
He was the worship leader. I don't remember him up front singing, leading worship, but he did that on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so he was kind of the pseudo youth pastor, right? I mean, he was the youth pastor. He cut the grass. Like this is stuff. And then we actually just got some sad news recently about those old stomping grounds.
Yep.
That church officially voted to close their doors. What did he called me and he goes, I'm going to Elyria to the old church to pick something up from your mom, for your mom. What was he getting?
A desk.
Oh, just like was it sentimental? Did it have value, or you just wanted it?
It's been there since
forever.
Yep.
So like old Sunday school teachers sat there and like did it. So where's
Pastor's
it at? Where
wife.
is it?
It's in my garage right now.
And you're just going to keep it?
For now.
That's cool. We should, we need to figure out some way to use it productively.
Yep.
Maybe we can use it as your, where to put your peppermints and your Reese's, you know?
It's a small little
exactly
area,
perfect.
So.
We'll get candy that starts with the letter A and do like an alphabet of candy all the way through. What candy starts with Z?
Oh, zebra stripes gum.
Zebra stripes gum. All right, let's keep this game going. Q. What's the Q candy? Do we got anything?
No, you ruined it. You ruined the game.
You took the air right out of this.
I have no idea.
S's or Skittles.
Okay. Ethan's favorite
Skittles. He likes the orange ones. Is that weird that he only eats the orange ones?
No yellow.
He doesn't like yellow. What is the yellow? Is it lime?
It's lemon. No.
Oh, it's lemon. I don't know why I said lime. That would be green.
Lime is green.
Green one used to be lime, and then they switched it to green apple.
I was going to say it's like a green apple.
And then they recently switched back to lime.
I thought I was going to say apple.
I literally just take a handful and pop the whole thing in my mouth. I'm not even sure I would taste the individual stuff.
I don't do fruity
candy. You're a chocolate cow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Feeling pretty good about that. We just found what we're going to talk about on the podcast today. Chocolate. What is your hot chocolate recipe? Speaking of, because I went to make it the other day and then I realized that I didn't have any cocoa powder.
Oh, that's the main ingredient.
But that's the main ingredient. But then I went to get cocoa powder and I was like, wait, I don't remember what she told me. So we're going to say it. It's going to be recorded and then I'll just know it.
Okay, let's see.
So what is your hot cocoa recipe?
It's a 1/3 cup of water.
Okay.
1/4 a cup of cocoa.
Okay.
1/2 a cup of sugar.
Okay.
4 cups of milk.
4 cups of milk. And do you do it all into a pot and then just boil, or
the recipe says to water, cocoa, sugar.
Let that cook,
small boil, and then add your milk.
And then add your milk, but you don't add all the milk at once, do you?
I do 2 cups at a time.
2 cups at a time. And then what? You let that simmer until the milk starts to like around the edges?
I just let it get warm and then I throw it in the microwave to get it hotter.
And then
because it takes too long, I want to drink it.
Yeah. So if you haven't ever tried like homemade hot cocoa, pause the podcast, rewind, write that recipe down, and then go make it, and then finish watching the podcast while you drink it, because you made that when you came over for Halloween.
I did.
And
the famous thermos.
And it made me want a thermos, which I would only use twice a year, Christmas and Halloween, and only for hot cocoa. And you had, but you didn't just have that. You had like a little to-go bag.
Ready Whip.
You brought Ready Whip. Didn't you have
my
sprinkles?
chocolate sprinkles?
You had sprinkles.
My chocolate.
And you drank like 2 cups of it. And then I was done walking with the kids and I sat down and I literally stole the rest. If you don't, Brandon and everybody listening, if you see a trend here that I, as a 41-year-old male with a wife and 3 children of my own, will not still absolutely mooch off my parents.
He does.
I will 100%.
And that's okay.
My sister is like, why do you do that? Like, you can afford your own stuff. And I'm like, I know. This is what I do. Maybe it's a first child thing. I don't know. Somebody would say
dinner when we all go out.
Well, you guys do, but but to be fair, Brandon, Courtney and I both get alligator arms when the check comes, when we're out with, we like can't reach the middle of the table.
Their mouth is full.
We're like, they're like,
can't talk.
how many checks? And we're like, oh, and then by the time we get the drink down, Dad's like, one check. And we're like, oh man, you guys came in. Sorry, I was going to get this one.
Silly.
We do. We haven't done it in a while. Your guys' turn to pick the quarterly family.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Where are we going?
I don't know. Where's our go-to?
Our go? What do you mean? Where's our go-to? There's the most recent one that we've gone to. Chop House.
Right.
Is that where we're going?
I don't know.
We got to do it. We're shopping for you this week, I think.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah. We're shopping for you for Christmas.
Order out.
A matter of fact, I got to find a babysitter for that. It's not going to be you because that's kind of defeats the whole purpose.
I know.
I might mooch off my parents, everybody, but when I'm going with my mom and dad to shop for my mom, I'm not going to make my mom babysit my kids because Steph has to dance. And
I told.
I made it sound like she's not teaching dance. I made it sound like she's doing some other type of dance.
I told Courtney that last Thursday I had the kids, so she goes, you're not going to have them, are you? I said, I don't know.
No, I'm not going to put them on you when we go shop. Hey, I'm going to go buy your Christmas gift.
Because I did have them Sunday night.
I did learn. Well, and that was sprung on you because it snuck up on me. We've been planning that. We went, I didn't tell everybody this. We got to go see Leslie Odom Jr. on Sunday, which was super cool. But stupid me, and I'm blaming everything on moving because that's been my full focus. I really just blanked. It snuck up on me. And the night before I was like, I need you to watch the kids tomorrow. I'm going to be gone for 6 hours. And you were great. They had a good time. You came straight to my house. Because we usually bring it over.
Minus Emerson having a little mishap.
Threw up. She threw up that night. And then you texted us and you were like, where's the bowl?
She asked for that. Text Daddy for the throw up bowl.
Did you have a throw up bowl when you were growing up, Brandon?
Yeah. It was also our popcorn bowl.
Interesting. Hopefully you never mix that up.
We used the bathroom garbage can.
Yeah.
For popcorn?
You did. No. Sure.
They changed the bag out at least.
Oh my gosh.
So we so we have a bowl, and if the kids ever realize that that's the same bowl that all of the cookie batter is mixed in, they're gonna like lose their minds.
I couldn't find the little plastic bag like the grocery bag, so I put a garbage bag in it.
I saw that when we got home, and it was right next to her thing. She was fine. She just thank God she wasn't like sick. She had just eaten a bunch of junk that day, and it just didn't sit right.
That was it.
And because we kept her home from school that following day just to be safe, but she didn't have any other issues. And again, we're grateful for that. But it does seem to happen because when Steph and I were on our trip with Courtney and Danny for her 40th, that's when Ellie cracked her teeth. I've told that story on here. And people don't realize, you hear those stories and you're like, oh my goodness. But then in the middle of it, like Dad was supposed to be gone that week.
He was.
At a tournament. And he decided
Louisiana,
basically last minute, I'm not going to go.
Thank goodness.
And that same Friday night, the day before we're scheduled to fly home, late Saturday, we get the call and she had cracked her teeth.
Well, the mom of the birthday girl, I don't pick up when I don't know the number.
Did she leave a message?
So she left a message.
And what was the message? Like, hey, we had an accident? Like, what was I didn't hear this part. What'd she say?
I can't remember all of it. I forgot her name.
Yeah.
So Ellie had an accident. She fell.
Yeah. And then
I don't think she said what happened, but when I called, she told me.
And did you send Dad? Because Dad's the one who called me and was
I
like,
did.
hey.
I said, he's just around the corner, 2 minutes away, if that. And
then Ellie was real upset.
She didn't want to leave because she didn't want to disappoint the birthday girl.
She is very much a social, girl. She likes her friends and she likes to be there.
Did you tell the story where she got sick and he pulled over?
She did. I don't know if I told you that,
Brandon.
No.
A man pulled over.
She on the way to try to find whether it would be an emergency dentist situation, which is not going to happen on a Friday night at 7 or 8 p.m.
Yeah, I mean, it was late.
I said 11 because it felt like it, but it was only 7 or 8. But everything's closed, so she had to go to the emergency room at the local hospital.
Akron. Or
well, it was the
Boardman Akron Children's.
office of Akron Children's. And so, but she got sick. I don't know if it was just because like of hyperventilation or just like the adrenaline. She got sick. So dad pulled over, and there was a guy that was thinking she was in some trouble
by your dad.
By dad. Like she was in trouble from dad. Did I tell you that part, Brandon?
No.
Yeah, some guy
he yelled out, "Are you okay, little girl?" or something like that.
Yeah, like she was trying to escape dad.
And dad said, "She's fine. It's my granddaughter."
It's my granddaughter. She's
Anybody could tell a story.
How do I know that?
Yeah, I was gonna say like now we're just giving away how to get away with kidnapping a child. You just be like, it's okay, it's my granddaughter.
He was holding her hair back.
Yeah, she just had a little bit to drink. All right, she's actually 27. She looks really young. And so he said that happened once, and then he had to pull over one more time because she thought it was going to happen again, I think. But she was just real worked up. She was nervous that we were going to be angry. Obviously, we're more scared for her, and we want her to be okay.
She was a trooper for sure.
And you've seen her. You can, if you didn't know it happened, you wouldn't even know that it happened. Like the dentist did an awesome job. I told the story, and we said that. Okay, so I want to go. Dad did the custom turf maintenance. He was a senior pastor. And then I remember specifically, and we don't have to go into too great a detail for this because you probably won't be comfortable talking about it, but I'll pry a little bit. Steph didn't grow up going to church the way that you did, obviously. Like that's been a common thread about the vast differences that Steph and I have had in how we were raised. But Steph watches me in a leadership role. She gets very defensive of me when people are questioning or challenging or coming at me. It seems to bother her a whole lot more when people talk negatively about me than it bothers me. Do you think that that's true? Being the wife of a man who is in an authority position, he is a words of affirmation guy. He feels what people say, but he just has to keep going. Do you think that if something negative is said that it bothers you more than it bothers him? And then what's your response to that? Or are you the one that's like, just keep your head down and do it?
I think it bothers him more.
You think it bothers him more? And you're just kind of like, I know who you are. Don't let it bother you. Let's just get to work.
Yeah.
Because Steph, it's flipped for her and I.
Yeah.
She'll wear it. She'll get mad about it. She'll process it. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm still going to bed with the same pillow. Like I'm going to just get up and go to work. So you think for you guys, it has it's the opposite.
Yeah. And you probably know it too. I think it bothers him than it does me.
Yeah. I remember, my memory kind of stops at a certain point because I remember church board meetings. Like I only remember seeing you get frustrated or loud with another person, like outside of the family, once or twice. And if there'd be a board meeting, like you guys wouldn't let me go. I remember you wouldn't let me go to some of these meetings, and I had asked to, and which is weird because they're boring. Yeah. But I had asked and you said, no, you can't go. And the reasoning was because it might get heated. Like they might say some things and we don't want you to hear it. Mm-hmm. And then I remember like I'd be playing in the gym and I'd pop my head in and you'd be like, there was a couple times where you would be laying into some people. I
don't remember that.
No, and it wasn't like this weird, it wasn't like inappropriate and it wasn't like out of character, but it was one of those things where you're like, you're not going to stand here and say this about this man when we know it's not true.
Are we talking after we?
No, we're talking before we moved to Powder Mill, like when he was the pastor of the Liberty Community Church, like still in the Church Got a Prophecy. So what, talk about, you didn't aspire to be a pastor's wife.
Absolutely not.
So talk about that a little bit.
I said that. I'll never be a pastor. And I wasn't when I got married.
Right. So when he said, I'm going to take this, we had to move away from your mom.
Yep.
So how was that?
I was upset to take you guys away from her.
You didn't want to take us away.
And Dad.
Because you wanted us to be close to her. You wanted her, that. Because we lived right around the corner and down the street. We could walk in 5 minutes.
Houses.
Yeah. What was her response?
I don't know.
Maybe we have her on and we ask her about that question.
I don't know. She'll probably watch this sometime.
Yeah. Does she watch them?
Yes, she does.
Wow.
You make her laugh. Gotta behave, Brandon.
Nope.
She doesn't have to be. He doesn't have to behave.
That's his job.
Momo doesn't know. I'm the one who has to behave. I don't want to offend or upset Momo. Brandon, can you say that phrase, Momo?
Momo.
No.
See?
It's wrong.
This is a common
Mama.
thread. My wife still can't do it.
Or would Sean say mama?
No.
Mama, papa.
No.
Mama.
Mama.
It's weird.
West Virginia.
Most people can't say it.
Spell it, Andrew.
We spell it MAMAW.
That's how I spell it. I don't know if there's any wrong or right way.
Well, apparently it does. It's not a real
Because
word.
MAMA is mama.
Mama. And you're Nana.
Yes.
And MAW, that's just too many letters.
That's Mau.
Yeah.
Did you want to be a Nana?
Yeah,
Did
I
you
want to be a
a
grandma.
You didn't want to be a mama either.
No, because that's mama's.
That's your mom's.
And she's a great mama to the
Great mama. And
to
they can all
the
say
grandbabies.
it. They can all say it. Even my wife, Steph, still can't say it. We're going to go to we're going to your grandma's. And I'm like, yes, we're going to mama's.
Does she just feel ridiculous saying it?
She
Is that what it is?
Danny can't say it either.
I was going to say he can't say it either.
I don't know what it is, but all three of my kids, because it's the only way that it's just her name to them.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, we're going to mama's, we're going to great mama's. And Steph's like, yeah, we're going to your great grandmother's. Like she can't say it. It doesn't come out right. And it's so strange. And so you were a Nana and it's Pop now.
I know,
But it was
Papa.
It was Papa with Rocco, Ethan, and Ellie. And then Emerson couldn't say
started.
Papa. So she started saying Pop. And now it's Pop to everybody.
That's how I signed the Christmas presents.
Nana and Pop.
I did Pop first.
Oh, okay. Pop and Nana.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't have the same ring to it.
Yeah.
Even though it's my house, though.
Yeah.
The great,
Dad's got the garage.
That's right.
And so when the kids come over, they say we're going to Nana's. They don't ever say we're going to Pops.
That's right.
But it's Pop's pool. I think they do say Pop's.
I don't think so.
Do they say Nana's pool?
I think so. Nothing is Dad's.
And so they the church thing, I keep coming back and we're kind of bouncing around and having fun.
We are.
But after the church thing, I really want to get your thoughts on, because you're just roll with it. You're committed to Dad. He's got crazy ideas, whether you like them or think they're dumb or you disagree with them, you'll express yourself, but then you're with him. And that's always been true. I've always witnessed that. You've always done a phenomenal job, like being exemplifying that. For me, for Courtney, like you guys are always together. We rarely ever heard you or saw you fight. Like we heard arguments, like we've heard disagreements.
1 to 10, didn't you? You rated them.
Well, Courtney and I would be in there and be like, this one's a 4. This is a solid 4 today.
At the
Do you know
top
what I
of
mean?
the steps.
Like, and then no joke, there'd be sometimes when Mom would say something, we'd be like, point Mom. That's she got him there, right? I don't know if Courtney watches these like regularly or if she's caught up, but I need her to comment. Because we did that. We'd be like, I remember specifically, you said something and she went, he did say that. That's true. I heard him say that. And so, because we lived up in the upstairs and we kind of shared a space because the house needed a lot of work or whatever. So he said, safe house. We've told the story on the podcast of how Safe House got started. It was very organic. It wasn't this thing where he came home with an idea and was like, I'm going to do residential. It was Safe House was the name of the room that we started the thing. And then it turned into after school program. Then it turned into its own organization that turned into Safe House. As the wife of the man who's kind of spearheading all this and dealing with the nonprofit side and trying to raise money and the heat that comes with, the church world not liking the path that has been, selected. What's going through your mind? What are you doing for your husband and your kids at that point to try to just navigate all this chaos?
I'm not going to say, don't do this after he found that little bear by the mailbox.
So how do you, because for me and Courtney, we never really needed or wanted anything. You guys always made it work, and then even more than we needed, there was never a Christmas where it was like, we didn't get anything this year. Like you guys always worked really hard, even when the church wasn't doing well at the beginning and Dad wasn't making a ton of money. I remember one time Dad came home and he said, I just lost my job at Murphy's. You cried like immediately. And then Dad gave you a hug, kissed you on the forehead and put his coat on. And I remember specifically you going, what are you doing? And he went, I'm going to go find work. And that was such a benchmark moment for me because he could have sat there and just complained or blamed the environment, blamed whatever. And he surprised even you because he just said, I'm going to go find work. I'm going to go take care of my family. And so what's it like being the wife who's just at home, who's charged with raising kids, and then this is what's going on? You know, you're in the place that you should be, but you've been pulled from everything you've known because you grew up in Elyria, right? Like you went to school there, like
66 to 94.
So walk me through what's going through the head of the wife and the mother in that situation.
Well, my thought when he lost his job was insurance.
Okay. Like health insurance, like doctor visits and all that kind of stuff.
That was
you were just nervous if we got sick.
And we didn't have it
forever.
For a long time.
I mean, it was a good 10, 15 years before it was consistent again.
I'd say.
I think, because I remember through most of my teenage years, it was not there.
Right.
And so, so you're worried about insurance. So how do you navigate that? What do you do as a mom to just be like, all right, kids, time for your mac and cheese? Like, what do you, I mean, you got to just keep going.
Yeah. I just kept going. Yeah. Like you said.
I mean, Courtney and I, like I said, we lived in, and I
didn't dwell on it.
I'd be curious to go, you sounded like Mama when you said that. That was a very Mama thing to say. I could hear her in your voice when you said it. And so she, Courtney and I, the house wasn't huge, but we had separate rooms at some point. Like we had stuff, like we were able to enjoy our time separately from each other. We played games together. We did all this stuff. And then when Safe House, you fast forward a few years, and then the church really started to become like kind of disenfranchised with Dad. Like it wasn't, the church as an organization was not crazy with the way that Dad was operating, like within the confines that they had given him.
They were nervous because we had the after school program.
And they thought that we were going to break it off completely and like, you know, whatever, something. And so there was a lot of distrust there, and they called him up and they were like, you got to resign, you know, so they basically forced him to resign. And then he comes home. I remember that day specifically because he goes to the cemetery to visit his mom.
Talk to his sister on the phone.
And he's talking to his sister on the phone. And then he comes home, and we have summer camp coming up. And this is one thing. I don't know if you remember that, because it was like...
It was the end of May when all that happened.
And we had camp in June, like the middle of June, for 2 straight weeks. Another thing about Mom, if you don't know her, is that she mothers everybody. Like she's mom to everybody. And so... yeah, so Brandon knows. And this was even when you were getting involved in the later years of Safe House and all through like the meat part of Refuge, like the big heavy years of Refuge, there was a lot of kids. There was a whole generation of kids that had been before you that were part of that Safe House after school era. Like the Juliuses, you know what I mean?
I loved my cookies.
Also,
the Cassie Simpsons, the Tommy Simpsons.
Yeah, all of those guys. And I won't say Julius's last name because I haven't talked to him about this. And but if you know, you know. Brandon, you guys won't believe this. I got a call from somebody and said his son is graduating high school and wants to do their grad party at Refuge.
Wow.
And I was like, first of all, that kid should be 4. Like, how is that kid graduating high school? The son of Julius. And I was like, also, absolutely, I would be honored. And thank God we were able to find a date because it books up fast.
There's a few.
And so we got to make a bunch of cookies, and then we got to give them to him in next summer when his son is graduating.
We saw Brittany last night in Hubbard
at the band concert.
And
Ethan
I
had his
wonder,
band concert.
2 of her kids are 11 and 13.
They're probably in his grade. Yeah.
So I'm wondering.
I mean, both of them performed last night, just whatever grades they were in. And then, and I found out there's a lady who's a supervisor at Safe House whose daughter is in Ethan's grade.
Really?
And she came up to me and she goes, my daughter says that Ethan is the nicest kid in 7th grade. She might just be trying to get a promotion because she works at Safe House.
Oh my goodness.
But I'll take it. And I was like, listen, she goes, don't ask Ethan how my kid is though, because I don't want to hear it. I'm like, well, he doesn't have anything bad to say about anybody that I've heard. So she's like, no, she's a Sour Patch Kid. She could be real sour, but she's also real sweet. But she says that Ethan is just the nicest kid. And so this whole generation. So you were mom to everybody. So we found out this news that we have to leave, and then we have to do summer camp with 200 some kids. There was like 100, 110 that would come to each week.
Probably.
And so we had 200, 250 by the time it was all said and done with the staff and the volunteers and everybody. And you were mom to all. You know, we would have kids that would be across the street at Safe House, and I would walk out and I would just start talking about how you've made cookies, and they would literally run across the church's front yard to our back door. And then the whole batch would be gone in minutes. Like they would just all come grab 2 or 3 and it'd be over with. And that was how you were to everybody all the time. You've always been kind of mom to everybody. Did you find that to come really naturally, or did you have to like lean into that? Because you're more introverted.
I am.
So
maybe I wasn't as much back then.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Did you find it was natural, or did you have to work to that?
I just did it. So at that point, I guess it was natural. But like I said, I like to be home now.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Angie, I want to ask you a question, and you might have to yell at me about this, but I got to ask. What happened at Subway when you guys were coming down to New Orleans?
Fishing.
Huh?
I forget what we were doing.
You don't remember the whole Subway?
I remember the Subway. I forget where we were going.
That's okay. We were going fishing, and you had a debacle. I just want to hear about it from your point of view, and then I'll tell you from Bob's.
Okay, it was late. I don't like to eat too late, so we stopped at Subway.
Okay.
Which is in that big travel, nasty.
Yes.
TA, it's called.
Mm-hmm. Truckers Association, maybe?
I don't know what TA stands for.
I forget what it's for. Traveling
Avengers. I don't know.
Somebody look it up and let us know.
I'll look it up while you guys are talking.
We walk in. She's waiting on somebody. I forgot her name, though. I remembered it for a little bit, but I forget now. Do you remember what I told you?
I don't remember her name, no, but I do remember a lot of the
So
situation.
you should probably tell the story.
No, that's okay. I want to hear you tell it, and then I'll tell my findings.
Bob went to the restroom. He ordered it. She's making it. Come back. We're going to go to pay. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm. I remember you telling me something along the lines of like you guys had your sandwiches made, wrapped, ready to go, and you were just trying to pay, but she was working on something.
Oh, I know what it was. She started waiting on the customer behind us. And I asked her, do you mind finishing us up so we can get on the road? We're on the road. And she put them in the bag. So I thought, but she just swiped them off into the garbage can.
She swiped the Subway off into the garbage can.
Yeah.
So Bob went to the manager. What was the other one in there? Popeyes?
I don't know.
Maybe.
It stands for Travel Center of America, by the way.
Okay. I got the travel part right.
It probably would be like a Popeyes or like a Church's chicken, something like that.
It was one of those.
Yeah.
It was a chicken place. And he told her what happened. She went over to her. You're going to make them 2 new sandwiches and not charge them. Mm-hmm. Well, they were rude to me, but we weren't. Mm-hmm. Maybe she had a bad day.
Yeah.
Maybe she did.
So...
Is it possible that you were rude and didn't realize it?
So that was my first question. When they arrived, and it was New Orleans. So when they arrived to New Orleans, my first question was, so Angie, were you giving the lady attitude at all? And she goes, no. And I look over at Bob and he's just shaking his head.
He threw you under the bus.
You were there. You saw him nodding his head. Yeah. You were like, nuh-uh.
When he told me the story, he didn't say that. He certainly didn't say that she was giving her enough attitude to warrant getting your sandwich thrown away.
He did say that. He said it was not worth throwing the sandwiches away.
It might have been like, we're a little road weary, but not like throw my sandwich away mean.
Yeah.
He decided not to take the sandwiches.
I wouldn't either. Would you? Like if you're like, make them a sandwich, and then the lady she's staring at you angrily making a sub sandwich. You're like, I'm good.
I'm petty. I'd be standing there. I'd be like, too much cheese.
Too much cheese.
She'd add a slice. I'm like,
not enough.
We ended up at McDonald's.
That's what it was.
Forever slow too.
Mm-hmm.
I went to McDonald's last night and I was in line for like 15 minutes, and I don't know why that bothers me, because I'm still getting food faster than if I have to make it. Mm-hmm. But because you're so used to getting it quickly, any sort of delay, you're like, what? Oh, would we forget how to put a bun together? Like, what are we doing?
Raising the cows?
Yeah, I had to like remind myself, like, just chill. Like, we're fine.
What about when COVID and you had to go to the banks?
I
was in line for 40 minutes, I think, one time.
No kidding.
What are you doing, son?
I'm getting some work texts, couple work texts.
All right.
Still, we're almost done with the work day. They got another maybe 20 minutes before those.
This is a historical moment. This is the first time anyone's ever called Andy out for being on his phone.
Who's the only
podcast?
There's literally only 2 people who can, and it's mom and dad.
Nothing.
Well, I did it when you weren't here, though. But
yeah, you mocked me. You didn't call me out on it. You mocked me.
Mom's
the only. Oh, you're snorting over there.
I snort sometimes. Yeah.
If you ask mom who runs Safe House, it's not me, and it's not dad.
Courtney?
Danny?
No, who do you say runs Safe House?
Oh, Lisa.
No.
Dang it.
Her.
Me?
Oh, you? Oh, okay.
She walks
People
in.
are scared of me.
They are.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Let's talk
Why?
about that.
Let's, please.
I think I know
Why?
why. I think
Okay.
it's because before you get to
Because she
know
walks
someone,
in with her Subway face.
you have a Subway face. You have a Subway face. I think that you kind of come off as standoffish and you're like, ugh, you roll your eyes a little bit at people until you get to know them.
Did you come in my office today?
Yeah, but I
Did
came
you-
in hot.
Did you knock?
David did give her a chance.
No, I did. I said, hello, Angie. And she
And
turned around.
he
She gave me a
did
weird
scare
look.
me.
She's like, hello?
He scared me.
Yeah.
I said, I need you to do me a favor and you have to say yes.
Yeah.
People
I
are
didn't know. He said it had to be a hard yes.
a hard yes. I need this to be a hard yes.
Yep.
No ifs, ands, or buts. No questions.
So here I am.
But it took me I remember asking Andy, I was like, I think your mom hates me. And he's like, no, that's how she
Was
like
that today?
No, that was when I first started the safe house.
Okay.
And when I first started there, he was like, no, that's kind of just how like she makes herself known in the group.
Well, I apologize for anyone who doesn't.
No, he said that you like razz people, you'll kind of like jab
That
and
means
like
I
make
like
fun.
you.
And
Yeah.
it means you like, so I was like, okay, then that's good to know.
I think that I do want to say this, and I don't want to take like a lighthearted conversation and force depth to it, but talking about some of the things, did you just roll your eyes about how I'm going to add depth
No, I'm
to something?
looking at the clock over there.
Talking about the church thing, and you have been forced into situations that you wouldn't have chosen to walk into.
Yeah.
Right. And it creates like a thick skin or a need of survival that you didn't want to have to put on. Right. And so I do think that some of that people deal with is kind of the post-traumatic stress of that, where people have to earn their right to be like in your circle. And so you'll kind of hold them off, and you'll be like, I'm going to be silly with you. I'm going to joke with you. I'm going to make you earn it. And then when I trust you, I trust you. And some people just at work that just throws them off so much because you're the bosses, you're the president of the board, you're the boss's wife, you're the CEO's mother. Like, people don't cross you. Like, you have more respect at Safe House than I do. Like when you walk in a room, people are like, Miss Angie, don't mess around with Miss Angie. Like, don't. Now me, I specifically will make jokes and go into your office and turn everything upside down.
Yep.
When you're not there, I'll just turn everything upside down. I'll keep it in its place, but I'll turn it upside down. And then people are like, Miss Angie's going to kill you. I was like, what do you mean? Like, there's Dad.
Did he say something to you?
Did he say something to me?
I didn't hear it.
I didn't
know.
hear it. Where's he at? Pop
Hello?
here. Probably. Dad, you in there? He's going to pop in here.
Oh,
He's
I was
gonna have
going
a
to
lot
say
to
someone I forgot.
Oh no.
Oh man, it was.
Was
good.
it about the,
It was good
is
too.
it about Dad, or was it about the Safe House people being scared of you?
I don't know, but he's making a lot of noise.
He's loud out there.
He's always loud.
Yeah, we keep talking about
He
we need like
walks-
a recording light.
I'll cut to the
He
wide and
walks
see if that's him.
loud.
Brandon's gonna check to see if that's him,
Oh,
and
it's
we're
him.
gonna see. Tell him to pop his head in if it is him. And so I forgot what I was gonna say too. I
You
had
did that
it.
after me too. Man, it was good.
So that's another thing that you tell people is that I'm funny because I get that from you. Was that him?
Yeah. I said, did you see he was on the phone today? He said, no. I said, come look.
So is he gonna pop in?
He's on the phone.
Oh, okay.
So that's probably why
That's why he's
screaming.
loud.
Yeah.
He walks loud.
He walks loud.
Yeah.
How do you?
I think your children do too.
Oh, my children definitely do. There'll be times where I'm like, I wonder why Ethan is walking down here as a 13-year-old boy, and then it's Emerson, and she walks down the street and she's like, "Hello." I'm like, "Wow, that was
Sure.
not what I was expecting at all."
Sure.
Sure. And so, okay, so
We were talking about people are scared of me.
well, and I think
And
there are. I mean, every person that I've met, you remember going to say, "Hit it."
Yes. You came in my office and turned things over. I
Yeah.
did that like 2 weeks ago with your office, but
You did it?
I went back and fixed it.
Because I walked in my office one day and stuff was turned upside down. Brandon comes in an hour later and is like, "Did you see your stuff?"
Did you do that, Brandon?
There was one day after he told me that was your guys' joke where
turned
I
his-
did turn a couple
I
things
turned your
upside down.
clock upside down, like,
Oh, on the table, on the other table.
and I moved your little brown wooden catch-all thing.
Oh, okay.
But I came back. I felt bad, and I came back and fixed it
And now we know where I get my guilty conscience from.
before you came from.
I was the kid who turned in a rough draft as my final draft because I didn't want to rewrite a paper, and then told my mom that this is that I did it, and told the teacher and got like a 10-point deduction because I blew the whistle on myself.
Yeah.
So here he is. What's up?
Look who we got.
We got her.
Robert Madison.
Go sit down.
Said Madison.
Yeah, she said your middle name. She full named you. We need another. We do need to get a third mic that we can just pop in front of people.
Hey, babe.
Hello.
How are you?
She's been sitting like turtle
She's been
shell
like,
like the whole thing. She's not.
So we haven't seen the look.
I don't
we haven't
know.
seen the look.
Has mom ever? No, we're not going to talk about
Oh,
that.
I can do that.
Don't
No,
do
don't
it.
do
I don't
Okay,
want it.
I won't
Wait,
do
I want
it.
to see
Don't
it. Do it in your
No.
camera.
Nation will
Don't
go
do it into the
crazy.
camera.
I'm afraid to do it. It might break.
The
Good,
camera.
good. We need a new one.
I'm not doing it.
Alright.
So
I'll do it when we're off camera.
How?
Alright.
Mom's not in front of a mic ever.
No.
Like when are
she
you
looks
ever
pretty
in front?
good though. She looks. I mean, I
Yeah,
walked
it's
in
very
there.
natural.
2004,
What were you doing?
singing in church.
Singing in church 21 years ago was the last time
Was
you
that
were in
the last
front of a
time you sang in
microphone.
church?
Probably.
Probably.
Um,
Guess who I was just talking to?
I don't know.
Robert Kissinger.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, he said hi.
that's Dad's one of I have my old friends that we've had on the podcast. Robert Kissinger is like one of those guys that for Dad you can go years without
Yeah,
talking
what we need
to.
to do is we need to get Robert Kissinger on a podcast and let him tell you all about me and
Yeah.
how he thinks about
Ask
me.
him
Back in
about
the
his
day.
yearbook.
Did you get a fresh cut today?
No, he got a
but
couple
had
of
him.
weeks ago.
Oh, your beard looks clean.
Looks clean.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago. Thank
Okay.
goodness.
It's white. It better look clean.
Angie, do you like the beard?
Not thick.
Not thick.
No.
How come?
I won't-
Like yours is messy too.
Mine's messy, you think? Yeah, I just don't have it full like
Yours
Bob
is
does.
messy.
That's what she said.
Another thing about Mom is that you'll very rarely have to wonder what she's thinking. She really will tell you.
Andy's is pretty good right now, but
Mine's
Steph probably doesn't like it.
no, she hates it. No, she hates it.
I like when yours get like mine.
Right, real big.
Yeah,
yeah, I
I
do
like
too.
it.
I can't wait till I go fully gray
What
like
about
you, but
mine?
my hair looks good.
Yeah. All right, I'm out of here. Do you need anything else from me?
Oh, we're good. Thanks
I just
for
want to say I
popping
was talking to Robert. He said, "Hey,
Okay.
all right, I got some work I got to do."
in. All right.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for stopping in, Bob.
So we have a little pattern that we do for every podcast before we wrap up for the day.
Yeah, he told me
And
about
we
it.
have some well, it's not for every podcast, but we like to do it when we can. And they're reaction videos. And so he's going to pop some videos on the screen and then we're just going to watch them and then we're going to react to them. I've never seen these videos. I've never seen these videos. And Brandon specifically tries to curate these videos for who the guest is.
I was going to say.
So I'm not going to hurt you, Angie. But Andy, I have tried to hurt
He
before.
tried to hurt me. There was a video that he did where a guy drank a beer.
Oh, good.
Okay, I'm just going to describe it to
Go
you.
ahead.
He
Okay.
drank a beer, but in order to consume the beer, he had a dead deer hanging from his ceiling, and
in the house?
no, in the garage
Okay.
or like in a barn or whatever.
So for context, Angie, college students will have this thing called a beer bong, which is a funnel attached to a tube, and they'll put the tube in their mouth and pour beer in the funnel, and they have to finish the entire beer. Beer bonging is what they call it.
And so what this guy did was they were getting ready to clean this deer. They had hunted it. They were going to clean it, get the meat. So it had been whatever the process was. But this guy laid underneath the deer and opened his mouth under the deer's mouth, and the other guy poured the beer through the other end of the deer.
Okay.
The open stomach.
And this open stomach, and he went all the way through the deer, and that's how he drank it. That's the kind of videos that Brandon would show me.
Sometimes.
That's not what's going to happen.
That was
to
the
you.
worst one I've ever showed him. And we
So-
haven't topped it since. So
We have not found anything. If we found anything grosser, it would probably get like we'd get in trouble
'Cause
for
I
showing
went-
it online.
Came back from my nail appointment yesterday and my GPS said car crash ahead.
uh-oh.
And it was a car on the right side and a deer on the left.
Mm.
Poor deer is a big deer too.
Mhm.
You're not
Was.
worried about the person driving the car at all, just the deer.
I was a little concerned. Their whole
Oh,
left
right.
side smashed up.
I mean, it is a bummer. All right, so what's the first one,
All
Brandon?
right, so this first one, I'm not going to tell you
grocery
all the
store.
names, but this one, there's a little two-parter. So you've probably seen these trends before. It's marriage be like kind of thing. Angie, can you see this up here all right?
Can you see the video?
The oranges.
They look like oranges. So
Clementines.
those are tomatoes.
I
And
know what's about to happen.
Andy's probably seen this. So
I
here,
know
I'm
what's
going to
about
run
to
it for
happen.
you guys.
Pay attention, Mom.
Oh no.
No.
So he's taking ones out of the bag that she's already picked, and because he's handing them to her, she's finding something wrong with them and going, "That's not a good one."
And she just put them
And
in.
she's the one who's putting it in there.
So I've seen these trends. It's a trend. They've done it quite a bit.
Some of them are fake, but they started real.
Yes. And then I saw one with the actual like appropriate caption, which is "When your wife hates you." I just thought that was so funny. It's just the same thing, but it's like, this isn't even about being a husband. She just doesn't trust your judgment, even if it's hers.
He's literally going to grab the one that she just put in there. She looked at that one, and because he handed it to her, she's like, "No, that's not good."
He thinks it's funny, but I think that's a sign of problems in your marriage, Academy.
I don't know if Mom would know that experience because Dad does not. They don't shop together.
No.
I curbside
Nice.
since COVID.
Nice.
Last time I
she
was in
does.
Giant Eagle was 2020.
Oh, okay.
If you looked at it now, you would feel like you're in a different country.
Probably.
Me and Steph don't shop together either. I do all the shopping. I mean, she'll shop, but
Your dad
I'm
had
generally
that
shopping.
sermon on I couldn't pick out the right flavor of Pop-Tarts, and he was talking about whatever aisle it was in.
Yeah. What kind of flavor Pop-Tarts do you like? Oh, chocolate?
Yeah.
She just gave me the look, the shrug look. Chocolate, of course. Okay. What's the next one?
All right, the next one.
It's a baby.
Unpredictable parent hack.
Okay.
It's a lot. Oh.
And it worked.
The kid stopped crying.
It worked. All you got to do.
Have you ever seen the videos of when a kid's crying, they come and they throw a cheese slice on their head?
Yes, I have seen those. I loved that little trend that they were doing. People were doing it to their wives, to everybody.
Oh, the cheese one?
Mhm.
It's where it literally is, it like tricks your mind into something
He
weird.
should have squirted Cheese Whiz on his face instead.
Instead of whipped cream. What I want to know is like, did he just have the Ready Whip like there for some other reason? Or was this he just was like, let me try this?
I have no idea. That's just where the video started and ended. It worked. That's all that matters. Results, you can't argue.
Ethan would eat Cheese Whiz at Grandpa Gary's house, right?
Yeah,
With
just
crackers.
cheese whiz and crackers.
And
yeah.
I went to the grocery store. This is before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought Cheese Whiz for him. And I had ended up throwing it out because it was probably 4 years later.
It's still fine.
Mom and Dad are, go ahead.
And you went through my refrigerator, didn't you?
I did. And Courtney and I went through her Lazy Susan, the little corner thing. And then we went through a refrigerator and we're like, Mom, this expired in 2018. I mean, it was 2024. Like, not only is it's supposed to last 4 years, it's been expired for 6. Like, we're done. You're done with this, right? And she's like, I mean, I used it last week. And we're like, no, we're done.
There was
We're gonna throw
ketchup
this
still
away.
in not opened yet.
Well, that would still be good
And
for a long time. Did it
'cause
expire?
you said it was brown.
Oh, okay. It was brown?
I think you said it
Ew.
was brown.
It's not ketchup anymore. Oh man. What is this? I saw a TV show one time where they're like, how old is this Jell-O? And the guy was like, well, it's supposed to be carrots. So I'm going to say very.
Oh my gosh.
And that was, you don't keep like perishables that long, but like you'll keep canned goods long past.
Well, I checked my can of tuna 2 weeks ago because it'd been a
Did
minute.
it expire a year ago?
It had.
Okay.
Not even
It had
close.
2 more years.
Courtney and I got to get in there. Make
I
sure.
think we're good. I went
Yeah?
through it a couple months ago.
We'll do it at Christmas. All right. What's the next one?
This one's called Beggars Can't Be Truthful.
Where you going with that?
I'm gonna get some weed and what? Get another beer?
Oh, no.
No, oh no, I was good. No, I'm gonna buy a sandwich and soup, and that's what I'll do. No, I will, because I gotta eat. No, I do.
So it's a video of a homeless man getting like $20 and they ask, what are you going to spend it on?
he
And
said,
he quickly
Beer.
told the truth. And then they were like, no, give it back.
give
and
it
then
back. And he's like, no, I'm going to get a sandwich and a soup.
And
I'm on my way to Panera.
he switches to like a proper voice.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, no.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
look
it's
at
good.
those guys.
No, I'm gonna buy a sandwich and soup, and that's what I'll do. No, I will, because I gotta eat. No, I do.
I don't look at those guys.
Look at those guys. Mom's like, I just drive past. I drive past.
When they have their signs.
I just drive
and
past.
they're smoking a cigarette,
Yeah,
which
and then
costs $10 a pack, if not more.
It does, yeah. She's right. She is right. That one got a good chuckle out of me. I won't lie.
I like how I don't want to like shame anybody, but he hit like there was some femininity that came out at the end there, you know,
some soup and
Yeah.
some sandwiches. I will. I do.
Yeah, he got real sassy with it.
It reminded me of like a kid when they're trying to convince their mom that they're going to do the thing. They're like, no, I will. No, I do. I need to do that. Just.
Oh man!
All right, and I got one more.
He looks really well put together for a homeless guy.
That's why I wasn't even sure he was homeless. Well, he's good at it. Clearly, look.
Yeah, he's making his money. I was in New York City one time, and I was driving home, so I was getting ready to get on the highway to get out of the city, and there was a guy. What's the word? Panhandling, like at the edge of the highway, and a lady pulled up and said, "Hey, Greg," or whatever his name was, and he was like, "Hi, Tammy," and she just handed him a bag of food. And he was like, "Thanks so much, Tammy. The blankets have been awesome." And she's like, "Awesome, Greg. I'm so happy. I'll see you tomorrow." And it's just part of her routine as she goes home to just drop food or blankets or whatever to this guy. And did you know that they get permits for panhandling? Like in the city, you go and you pay the city for a permit, and then you can just walk the city to try to collect money from people.
There was on vacation.
It's a thing that they allow if you have a permit. Go
that
ahead.
lady by the hotel when we got there the day before, or we got in the house.
Was she panhandling?
Saw her get in the van, and the next day when we were going to the house, she was
On the edge of the bridge.
at the south end.
Yeah. Also, that term seems panhandling seems a little
Florida-like, kind of.
Florida-like, but also like you're holding a pan out for money.
Yeah.
Like it seems like derogatory.
Yeah.
It's almost like, hey, you can't do
Got
that.
your 10 cup.
But if you pay us a permit fee, you could be as poor as you want.
Yeah.
Or as rich as you want and not work and just collect money from strangers.
Which, by the way, like, be so honest. How are they going to pay that fee if they don't have any money? They need to panhandle. They're going to have to illegally panhandle in order to
start.
pay. Yeah.
I've seen them up on Liberty Plaza.
I don't know if you can get I don't know what Ohio rules are like, but in like New York, there's people that are professionally homeless. And I that's a weird way to say it, but like they choose to be homeless.
I was going to say they choose to be like that.
And
some people make more money a year than I might.
Which is crazy to think about, that you're choosing.
There goes Brandon again talking about money.
Oh my!
I literally have heard him talk about money like twice on the podcast, and literally never in person.
My goodness, they do though. Some of them make like $80,000-$90,000 a year doing this.
Well,
which
and
is
if they're
crazy.
not paying ridiculous New York City apartment rates, they're taking home a lot of cash.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be homeless in New York right now. Like, I don't,
I saw one video where there's a guy in a wheelchair who's faking a disability. Like he had like a fake slurred speech, and then the camera came up to him and like asked him a real question and like forced him to snap out of it and like stand up. And he's like, "Nah, you guys caught me. I'm happy you caught me. Actually, it's been a long time since someone called me out for this."
Oh, really?
And then he walked away, and it was a whole news article where they asked him about it, and he like admitted, he's like, "Yeah, I fake all this stuff so I can make money. I make a lot doing it too."
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a law against. I don't know. I mean, I guess if people are willing to give the money, that's what it is.
Yeah.
All right. Is this the last one?
Last one. This
Last
one's
one.
Just a cute one.
Oh, I've seen this.
Mama viena gavo.
Mom got one, baby got two, dad got none. Slim Shady got none.
You got that, Ma? They're cookies or little snacks. The mom has one, the baby has two on her plate, and the dad has none.
Yeah, I can't see with my naked eye.
And yeah, so the mom has one, the baby had two, and the dad doesn't have any. So the baby has already eaten one.
He's giving him he's going to give it to his dad.
Well, that's what they do. The trend is to see. She didn't just give it. She put the cup back over to reveal it. That's pretty cute.
And then the dog jumped in on a love fest. It was just a good video altogether.
Those are cute because they do that specifically to like see what your kid's gonna do. Mm-hmm. And some kids are just like, yay, and then they smash both things really quick and they eat them both. And then other times they're like really questioning. One time I saw one where the kid took it off of the mom's plate and put it on the dad's plate and then ate there too. And
that's funny.
More often than not, because there's an old theory that you can test your kid to find out if they are I can't remember the terminology, but you put them in front of their favorite candy and you just say, don't eat this until I get back. And then you leave. And then you're gone for a minute, 2 minutes. And then if your kid doesn't eat it, then they have this they're already kind of wiring their brains for delayed gratification, like impulse control and all this other stuff. And there's sometimes where there's kids that they'll do, and they don't know there's a camera on them. That's the whole point, because they'll behave differently if they know they're being monitored.
Yes.
So the whole point is that there's some kids that are like, and they eat it up real fast. And then when their mom comes back, they're like, what happened? And they're like, the dog, they're like immediately lying. Then there's other kids that will wait and they'll just sit there. And some of them I've seen them like pick it up and smell it and be like, oh, but they won't eat it.
Yeah.
I always wondered what my kids would do. I feel like Ethan would wait.
Ellie wouldn't.
What do you think?
Ellie would eat everything.
You think she wouldn't wait? You think she would eat it all?
Everybody's. Emerson would share.
Emerson would share, and then Ethan would share?
Uh-huh.
What would they do if we did the other one where we said, here's your favorite thing, don't eat it until I get back? Is Ellie eating it or is she waiting?
She might wait.
Ethan?
She's 50-50.
You think Ethan would wait?
Yeah,
And you think Emerson would wait?
I do.
I think all of them would.
I've always said
I do.
for
50-50
that
is
and for
fair.
Ellie.
50-50 is fair, but I do think when push comes to shove, Ellie would wait. If anything, I think Emerson might sneak one. Like if it was like her favorite candy. Like Ethan, it would be Oreos. Elliot would be
Double stuff.
Yeah, we're
He
double.
don't-
He's
You
into,
don't like my mega.
he's in mega stuff now. That's a real thing. Brandon, did we talk about Oreo?
We did.
Love on here.
We did, yes. Do you want to ask your mom what her favorite is?
Yeah, she's a single stuff. Her and dad are the same.
Yeah,
when you buy
Bob.
them,
Me too. Same. Thank you.
And
But
don't
you
mess
you
don't
don't eat
mess
'em.
up the Reese cup with chocolate inside of it.
do you like the big cups or just the plain old originals?
Little ones. I got my little ones at
Well,
work.
you got the miniatures. See, that is not the proper chocolate to peanut butter ratio for me. It's
well,
too
if
much
you eat
chocolate.
4 of them, that's probably 2 cups, maybe 1.
It's good math.
I get the big cups.
No.
You don't like those? I put them in the freezer.
Well,
Do
I
you
do
like
too.
frozen
I
chocolate?
took some from don't tell the grandkids, but
You
I
took some from
like,
the Halloween stash?
Yeah, like 5 and put them in the freezer.
You're not going to hear me
Snickers
complain.
are good in the freezer.
You know how much candy is in my outside trash bin right now? Because when we moved the whole house, there was still a cabinet full of candy.
I do not know.
A lot.
Garbage can
A
full?
lot of it. I mean, no.
Not a bin, not a blue bin.
Like
but
a little bathroom garbage can full. Our popcorn bowl full,
Yeah.
And that's how you do a podcast, everybody. You bring a
That's
joke
right.
early on, back around, and then we start to wrap up. So, Mom, thank you so much.
You're welcome, son.
We'll have to have you and Dad both on. We need to make a mental note, Brandon, or an actual note that we get one more mic.
Okay.
We need to get one more mic hanging on this table. So if we wanted to have 2 guests,
Yeah.
we can just pop them in here and get them a set of headphones and roll with it.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
They put their headphones
So-
on, right?
Yeah.
You want to show them how you did it?
Yeah, you
before we
want to show
started?
everybody? This is my mom's got her headphones on for like 5 minutes before I realized that she's wearing them like this.
So I can only hear out of one ear for some reason.
She's got it flipped inside out. So you did so good. It's not you're not like this is not your natural. Dad and I can just sit down
It
and
is
just
not.
go. And you.
What's the title of the show?
We don't know yet.
He watches it through and he goes
Okay.
through. Do you have any ideas? We
No.
usually base it on something that's said in the show.
Because Dad's second one was
A bobcat,
yeah.
stuck in a bobcat.
Squiggle and a bobcat.
Squiggle and a
I'm only
bobcat.
on episode 7. Sorry.
Wow.
I might skip it though. It's Nate.
She was,
I love Nate. I love him.
He's gonna
my
hear this.
Goodness. He's gonna listen to this and be like, "Dang,
I
Miss
think
Angie."
Nate keeps up. Yeah.
Oh, that is so funny. All right. Well, everybody, that was that's going to be a wrap for episode 21. This has been a lot of fun. So I know that everybody loved when Dad was on. I think that they're going to love just as much hearing you talk. And sometimes it's weird to kind of peel, back the curtain and, expose people to stuff that they wouldn't normally see. Dad and I are very out there. We're very extroverted. We like to share stories. We like to talk. And so it's always unique for me to hear people's response to things like you coming on or you telling a story or whatever. So, like and subscribe and share, comment, engage the videos. We want people to join this fun community that we've got here. We say at some point during every podcast that we like to create a little bit of chaos to help us control, a little bit of controlled chaos to help us make sense of the chaos we can't control. And life's full of it. We've told a little bit of stories about how stuff is going to happen like crazy. But you can handle it together. You can get through it easier if you're getting through it with people that you trust. And I love you so much. I'm Courtney and I've told it to Dad. We wouldn't be who we are if it wasn't for you guys. We hope that we carry on that same, idea and legacy and character, on with what we're doing and with the kids that we're raising. And so just thanks for being you. We never worried. Like even when Dad was in the middle of super stressful things, Dad never missed a dinner. I always thought that was really important, but even when he was super busy, or if, looking back, there were times where he wasn't able to zoom all the way in on us because he was focused in on trying to make a living to provide for us. You were always rock solid. There was never a sense where you blamed him for anything that we were going through. I've never felt a disconnect between you guys being on the same page for us. Even if you were on different pages for what was happening, there was never been a time where you've been on a different page, as it relates to us. And that says a lot. That's not hard. Being a dad now, the only reason why I feel I can do it is because you guys were such good examples of it. And it's really hard, and so just thanks for being rock solid, a quiet strength. We've just never a doubt that we were safe, that we were going to get through the day. And I love you.
Love you.
So everybody, thanks so much for tuning in. Stay tuned. We'll see you next week. Episode 22. We're getting to the holidays. So as we turn the corner to the new year, strap in. We got a lot of fun things coming up down the line. So we'll see you next week. Take it easy.